So sick of working. Let's go on a little bit of an excursion. So shout out to South Pole Hotel here in Cebu. They have the fastest internet I've had so far in the Philippines. It's been fantastic. So it's been a productive day. It's been really productive, and I have some things I have to take care of right now. You remember a couple episodes ago I broke a GoPro accessory? So I need to go to try to find a camera store, and somebody here in town mentioned on Twitter that there's a mall somewhat nearby that I can go to buy that new accessory. So normally I jump in a grab, you know, to save some time. I kind of just needed to get out of the house today, so I'm gonna walk that way instead and do some exploring along the way. It's hot, like really hot. I've been begging for weather like this for the whole time I was in the Philippines, and I finally get it on the day I'm stuck in my office all day. So I'm almost at the mall. I was recommended a place called Henry's in the mall by somebody on Twitter. I love how much you guys want to interact and engage with me, and I think the absolute best way to do that is on Twitter. So I want to make this more of a community. I want to keep the community thing going. Follow me on Twitter. It's @BrendanVanson, same handle basically everywhere. And that way I think we can add an element of interaction to this channel that'll be a lot of fun. So let's head into this mall and see if we can find these accessories I need. I got my case. I also wanted to get an underwater housing in case I do some diving in Palawan the next couple of days, but they didn't have it, they're out. So I'm gonna check out a couple of their shops. I also wanted to see if I could get a mic for this, but they only had mics for the 4. I'm at another camera shop right now called Colors, and I'm gonna do a microphone test with the GoPro. So they're shooting the GoPro right now, and then what is this one we have?
We have the G mic.
A G mic, okay.
Yeah.
Let's plug this thing in and check it out. Turns out that mic didn't work. It's just a mic for the 4. Nobody has stock of GoPro 5 stuff yet. So yeah, gonna have to live without a mic for a while and underwater housing. I wanna find a hat. I look terrible in hats, but I like wearing them, and they protect my balding head from the sun, so I wanna find a hat. And then I wanna find some food, and then I'm gonna head home.
Down south when I said that I would call you, please.
Okay, let me kill the music. This is my office has all sorts of random stuff. It's got an adult juice box. Adult juice box equals coffee. It's got seaweed potato chips, which are actually pretty delicious. And then it's got like hard drives and batteries charging and GoPros charging, and it's just a mess. So don't judge me. Anyways, I thought I would walk you through the process of what I'm doing in the office. I know there's a lot of you that are pretty new to this channel. This channel's been growing, so I thought maybe I'd take the time to kind of walk you through what I do. I'm a travel photographer. That means I travel the world for a living taking pictures. That also means that to make a living, I need to sell the pictures. So I have like this process of who I sell the images to and how I sell them. And it's kind of like a workflow. And the goal of that workflow is to try to sell as many of the images I take as possible. Essentially, there's 3, sometimes 4 steps to my workflow, starting with the client direct sales, then editorial, then stock sales, and then step 4, which I'll explain in a little bit. So step 1 is client direct sales. Essentially, if I'm on assignment for someone or I've promised images for someone, they get the first crack at all the images. I'm sending them all the files and they're having a look and picking and choosing the images they want. For example, this month I have one client who I've been working with forever and I love them. And they have a retainer every single month on a certain set of images. And because I have such a good relationship with them, I send them all my best files right away. And they get to have a look at those images and pick and choose the images. I have a spreadsheet then of all the images I take in a given month. And I basically knock off the ones that I've sold to that client. And then I go from there to step 2. Step 2 used to be editorial. Basically, I would take the images I had left over and I would try to sell them or sell batches of them or try to sell stories, including them, to different magazines and newspapers and things like that. But I've been so busy recently that I've just kind of given up on the editorial stuff, and I really only do the editorial stuff if somebody approaches me. Editorial stuff's great. I love doing it. But the hardest part of editorial is that you spend so much time pitching and you're never guaranteed anything. And for me, it's a little bit of a wasted time. So if people approach me, I love doing the editorial stuff, but I'm not really chasing it anymore. So that takes us to step 3 now, which is actually what I'm in right now. This is what I've been doing all day today and all afternoon yesterday. And that's sending my images to the stocks. Essentially in stock photography, there's like 2 categories. The first is microstock. Microstock over here sells like really high volume of images for very cheap and on a very limited usage basis. Images that go over here to the microstocks have to be 100% technically sound. There can't be copyright or people in the images. They're just a very specific style of image. And the microstocks, a lot of photographers just avoid them because they don't feel like they get good value for their photos and they feel like it's a lot of work. Me, I think it's great residual income. I feel like even if I stop uploading to the microstocks for 4 or 5 months, like I have recently, I still earn the same amount of money as I did 5 or 6 months ago from those images. So it's fantastic as a residual income, as lazy income, which is what I love making. Over here is like agency-based stock. So this is like rights managed stock. Essentially with rights managed stock, you're uploading images to an agency that's then going out and trying to find places to sell these images. They're going after magazines, they're going after corporations, they're going after newspaper articles, they're going after like commercial sales and all sorts of stuff. And when you upload images to the rights managed, it's usually on an exclusive basis. So they're only selling that image to one client, and it's a very high rate that they sell that image at. So now what I'm doing in step 3 is I'm uploading a set of images over to microstock that I think will work there, and I'm setting another set of images over to the rights managed stock agency. My rights managed stock agency is TandemStock, and over here my microstock I'm selling to right now is ShutterStock. If you guys ever want to get into the microstock, I'm linking them below. There's a link in the description. Once they get online, you have to keyword them, you have to give them descriptions and titles and stuff like that. And then they go off to the client and the client gets to decide. Sometimes you might get 100% approval. They'll just take every single image. It's more likely that they're gonna take like 70 or 80% of the images. Once that happens, I'll take the leftover images that they didn't want in microstock and I'll try to sell them at rights managed. And I'll take the images that got rejected from rights managed, and if they work, try to sell them in microstock. That way, at the end of the day, I should have very few burner images that just aren't gonna make any money. And that's basically my workflow for trying to make money from my photos. Now, it's 3 in the afternoon, and I'm gonna work hard for another hour and a half or so, and then I think I'm gonna walk down to the fort and just enjoy the sunset down there. Have you ever seen somebody look as goofy in a hat as I do? It kind of makes me look like a cartoon character. As soon as I put on a hat, I look like a cartoon character. I kind of look like Bob the Builder in this hat. I haven't location scouted or anything like that. I'm just heading down for sunset at the fort. I have no idea what it looks like, what it'll be. No idea, but I needed to escape the office a little bit, so let's go explore. Go. time to play the game I like to call crossing the road without getting killed. It's not always easy. Now. The trick is to go halfway and then just like walk in front of people that are driving slow. Port's just up here. I'm up at the fort now. It's a cool little spot, but it's not exactly a photogenic spot. I am enjoying myself because there's basketball going on there. You guys might or might not know how much I love basketball, but I just sit here the whole sunset and watch these guys play. But guys, I'm gonna call that an episode. I'm getting back to travel tomorrow. I'm heading to Palawan tomorrow via a couple flights, and I cannot wait to get out there. Everybody keeps talking about how incredible it is, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to getting some drone footage from there, looking forward to finding some hidden beaches and going on some island hopping trips. I just cannot wait for that. I'm so stoked about that, and hopefully the weather's good. Cebu has been good as well. It might not seem like it. It might seem like I've been stuck in my office, but sometimes you just need that. And I've got like 6 more hours of office work to do tonight before I catch some Z's. And I guess that's it. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow on another Philippines vlog. Starting to come to the end of this trip. It's kind of making me sad a little bit. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.